3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Taiba on the north coast of Brazil, where we are now switching it over to the Qatar Airways GKA Hydrofoil-Freestyle World Cup here in Brazil. What a beautiful location. Taiba has been the water sports mecca throughout the last 3 weeks, where we have had both the twin-tip freestyle and also the wing foiling and the kite surfing this morning. Now it is time for the hydrofoil freestyle to come out onto the water. We have the top hydrofoil freestylers making their way down here, and we are about to get going. But just to have a little look at what this beautiful location Taiba has to offer, let's have a little look at a video that we made yesterday.
Taiba is a village of fishermen. It's very important, the fish in Taiba for us, for the fishermen, for the history of the village. Almost every day, I personally go to the fisherman and catch what I want to prepare.
And there we can see some of the local cuisine and the local fishermen, because let's not forget Taiba was a beautiful fisherman location, and kiting has started to come over here. And I can tell you one thing, there ain't better conditions than over here in Taiba this time of the year. So we are just waiting for confirmation, as the info from the race director has just arrived over here. We are going to be going into sequence in just under 5 minutes. So at the moment, competition is on standby. So the first two men that are going to go out on the water are going to be Finn Flugel and Job Van der Poel. Those are going to be the two men that are going to be going out onto the water, as competition is on standby until further notice. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Just had to run down to the beach to get the info as we are ready to rumble. There you can see that red flag in the sky. So we have 7-minute heats with 3-minute transitions, and the riders are getting out there. We have Finn Flugel and Job van der Poel, who is actually one of the students of the World Kite Academy. Well, that academy where they travel around the world. They have classrooms all over the world, and they can also train their kiting skills. Great to see some of the people coming down here, as we've seen some of the riders also on the freestyle twin tip not so long ago. And now we have this young man, Job van der Poel, here on the Hydrofoil-Freestyle, getting ready to rumble. So the plan for today is we would do round number 1. Then we have a 10-minute break in between round number 1 and number 2. Round number 2, and then we would do 2 heats of round number 3. So we are just getting ready. 3-minute transition in between each heat. That yellow flag meaning only one thing, that it is getting ready to go, go, go. As we are just about to start. They have 12 trick attempts and only 3, the top 3 heats start. The top 3 heats start. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, one of these riders is going to have to come back to the beach, as helmet is mandatory, and he does not have his helmet out there. There we can see Finn Flugel starting it off. Back roll, board off from the front strap, but coming down a little bit too hard there. Finn, also one of our top freestyle riders, rookie of the year. And there we can see a little recap there. Goes from the strap, grabs it out, stretches it, both feet back in, and crashing out. So yes, I can hear on the old PA system that they are calling the other rider, because helmet is mandatory to be able to compete in there. And Finn looks like he's getting a little angry with the old jet ski there. The youngster's got some fire. All right, here we have Finn. Starting to get some speed. Up over. All right, going for it one more time. Back roll with the board. Oh, a little wiggly, little wobbly. But getting a landed move there for him. And, yep, okay, so it looks like, from what I can hear, I think this young man is going to be disqualified because he is not using a helmet. If I'm not mistaken, he is going to be disqualified because Job is not using his helmet. I will get confirmation for that as soon as possible. So yeah, there it is. He is disqualified due to the fact that he is not using his helmet. So Finn was going to be making it through. Board off, changing from strap to strap. Already got a 4:13 for that first board off, and then just waiting for scores to come in for this second one. 7-minute heat, top 3, and 3-minute transition. 12 trick attempts, top 3 tricks are the ones that count, and we have the replay here of Finn Flugel wrapping it up and making it down here for day number 1 of the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour Hydrofoil-Freestyle discipline. Front roll, board off. Can he turn it into a double? Yes, he does. Finn mixing it up out there on the water, and already is going to cruise his way through this one because the other athlete, Job van der Poel, is disqualified due to the fact that he is not using a helmet. Safety first, ladies and gentlemen. Safety first, and especially with these the hydrofoils with the big fin. We will need to make sure that everybody is all right, and I can see someone go in there. All right, Finn up and again, going for the double back loop, board off, and landing it semi-nice and easy. So waiting for confirmation. I have had confirmation that he was disqualified, but I do not understand why he's still in the heat area. So just double checking here for you. Okay, so information in. He has not been disqualified. Only the moves that he was doing without the helmet have been disqualified. So meaning he pretty much is starting off from now as that helmet is on. So obviously safety first, and the judge is taking that into account. He has a warning as we continue on in the competition. All right, here we have Finn already going for various board-off maneuvers. A 3.43, a 3.90, and a 4.63 up there on the scorecards for this first heat of round number 1. And yup. Let's see what Yopa has here for us, as he needs to start to get a move on if he wants to have a chance of taking out Finn. All right, up and over, going for back roll, double back roll, 1 foot. Big back check there for him, so that is not going to be a counted move. Finn, calm, cool, and collected. Front, let's say 1 foot to double 1 foot. Because he took out one, kicked it, then took out the other, kicked it. So yeah, interesting way making it over, as he is currently in the lead. Oh, boogie loop just going down and not managing to get the landing. Starting to throw the kite loops out there on the water. All right, Finn. Stylish. Board off Indian air. Stretching out those toes. Giving it adds an addition of style coming our way. As next up in this heat, we are going to be having out there on the water, we will be seeing Maxime Chaplop against Ryan Parsons. All right, going for the boogie loop, and he gets the landing. Yes, he does. Bringing it home. Si, senor. And the smile on his face as he lands that one. With 30 seconds to go, there it is. Full commitment. Throws it up and over. Gets the yank kite back over his head. Good control here from Joppe and Paul. And really pushing it through, si senor, as we come into the final 10 seconds. 570, so the highest scoring move, that one for Joppe. But just unfortunately, as the rest of his moves did not count due to the fact that he was not wearing a helmet, he is going to be going into second position. And here we have Finn going for that back roll board off, and that's going to be a crash. All right, well, coming up next, Maxime Chaplot, Ryan Parsons in heat number 2, round number 1. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Qatar Airways GK Kite World Tour, and you are watching the Hydrofoil-Freestyle discipline. Let's have a look at the highlights of that last heat. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back as we continue on. And coming up next, we will have Maxime Chablot up against Ryan Parsons for heat number 2 of round number 1. All right, and just winning that last heat, that young man who is down with Gemma, Finn Flugel.
Thanks a lot, Jules. I'm down here with Finn, who just won the first heat of the Hydrofoil-Freestyle today. Finn, you compete also in freestyle last week, this time in Hydrofoil-Freestyle. How did your heat go?
So it went quite well. It's quite light conditions now, but we can make our stuff, and yeah, it's a bit wavy, but it's fun, it's nice, yeah.
Which discipline do you prefer, Finn? Do you prefer normal freestyle or Hydrofoil-Freestyle? Do you have a preference?
So I really like the freestyle, also Hydrofoil-Freestyle. I would like to mix around and try new stuff, so yeah, it's a quite nice discipline.
You're one of the youngest riders on the turf, Finn. How old are you now?
I'm 13 now.
Are you enjoying your experience this year competing on the World Tour?
Oh yeah, I love it. Hopefully more years to come.
Congratulations, Finn. Thanks a lot. See you after the next round. Thank you. Back to Joe.
Thank you, Gemma. 13 years of age. Wow. All right, now out there on the water, Maxime Chablot. This man has been at every single discipline minus the surfing discipline of this morning, and he's been on the podium of both the freestyle and he's been on the podium of the wing foiling. So looking out there now with the Hydrofoil-Freestyle, let's see what he has there on your screen. Ryan Parsons, and here we have Maxime Chablot. All right, up and away, getting some height. And a nice little foil grab there by him. Tweaking it out, styling it out. Let's have a look at the replay of that move. And here we can see going for the double back roll. Parsons looks like he's skidding at that fall around. Let's not forget 12 attempts, top 3 moves count. And there he is, just tweaking the grab out here by Maxime Chablot as we continue on in this second heat of the Hydrofoil-Freestyle. All right, Maxime, double front loop with a wrong foot. Landing nice and clean and with ease. Let's not forget what the judges are looking, especially when it comes to landing, that guys land on the fall and don't even get that board wet. We see that with the current world champion, Charles Bordeaux, as a specialist at that. And it does look like he's skidding that foil out, Ryan, every time he goes for a move. Front roll there for him. Looks like he's eyeing up to maybe go for something here, but no, deciding against it. Maxime making his way back towards the competition area. Oh, up and over there for Parson. And a big wave hack also there for him. Now let's have a look at Maxime, and he's gaining speed, coming out towards the kicker section here of the competition area. What's he got for us? I know that move. He's going to be handle passing up and over. Lifts it, passes the bar, and manages. No. Trying to get the handle pass there for Maxime. One of the only guys who can actually do that on the foil kites and on the Hydrofoil-Freestyle, but not quite making that one work. So 980 for him total, 793. Pretty close for this heat. The idea is to go all the way through to round number 3. Heat number 2 for today. Oh, switching it and splashing and splashing it out. That foot does really skid when he applies the pressure, so he's obviously doing that on purpose. Yes, it does. Look at that. Nice surfing out there. Different than Maxime. Up and over. Getting the landing there. All right, handle pass. Let's have a look at the replay of that last move. There he is, up, gets the yank. And you can see pulling, grabbing the bar in the middle. And just making sure That kite is looping underneath him. And there we have it, Maxime Chablot. Oh, stylish over the top inverted front roll there from Ryan. Really nice move there from him. Let's grab a replay of that last one. Loving how he went head over heels. Look at this, up and over, flipping his body around. That is what we want to see. Really nice in that vertical axis. Si, senor, si, senor. 12.64 for Maxime versus a 793 for Ryan. Maxime looks like he's going to be going for something over here as well. All right, going for front roll, double front roll with a board off. Landing it nice and clean. And we've got some skidding and some sliding here from the Austrian. With 90 seconds left on the clock. And also a bit of a surfing and managing to let that foil out to be able to get some of those turns in. Looks like he's definitely having a good time out there. Parsons there with 1 more minute on the ticker. Currently in second position. Round number 1 of the Hydrofoil-Freestyle. All right, pushing forward. Maxime, he's got the speed. What are we going to see from him? He's got a decent-sized kicker coming towards him. Off, gets to the sky. Powered and controlled. Board off there from him. Coming down a little bit of a bundle, though. And both of these athletes are on the way out, probably for the final moves. There we have Maxime going up. All right, trying to get that move. Getting that kite a little bit further over his head. And coming down, just not quite getting the landing. Still done more than enough to continue on. The winner of this heat, Maxime Chablot. Let's take a look at the highlights. And there we see some of the best moves of that last heat. And coming up next, we are going to have Alex Soto is going to be going up against Baptiste Modulus. But before we get into that heat, I can see that Gemma has Maxime Chablot, who just eased his way through to the next round.
Indeed, I do have Maxime. Maxime, you win the prize for a guy who has had most interviews in the last 3 weeks in Brazil, because I've run out of like how many times I've interviewed you. So many disciplines, so much going on. How did it feel today to be competing in Hydrofoil-Freestyle?
I had fun. Wind was very strong this morning, and it really dropped away once they stopped the strapless. So I'm on my 12 halo, and it's kind of what I like to do, hydrofoil freestyle. I don't like to be too powered, like on a tube kite or whatever. But yeah, just having fun here. So fun to see the other guys ride. You never know in this discipline, so many new guys come and do different stuff, and yeah, it was fun.
What can we expect from you during this discipline, this event this week? Are we going to get another podium finish for you here?
Well, for sure it's the goal. I mean, I'm not here to get kicked out of the second round, that's for sure. But the goal is to get a third podium. But I'm taking it easy. Like I don't want to hurt myself. I don't have anything to prove. But yeah, I'm excited for the next round, and for sure I'm gonna try some double dangle passes. Let's see.
We can't wait to see it, Max. Thanks a lot. Good luck. See you after the next round. Back to Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Gemma. Congratulations, Maxime. Oh, he said it. He's looking for that third podium, and if there's a guy that can do it, it is that man. All right, here we can see Baptiste starting off with a nice double front roll fore grab, but going down, unfortunately, a little bit too heavy, so that's going to be a crash for him. All right, Alex Soto, double front roll, board off, el Dominicano, el Tigre. Getting a landing already on there. Alex Soto was one of the guys competing back in my days when he started doing all the double handle passes, and that's a long time ago. This guy is a very talented rider, and now out there on the foil, going for the boogie loop here also. Baptiste, but unfortunately going down. That's going to be another crash for him, 2 for 2. Alex Soto having a look, calm, cool, and collected. Crazy. Estamos activo. As he now is going to be continue along, and let's see. Double front roll here, but just not quite getting the landings, unfortunately, here. Baptiste, but still, let's not forget, 7-minute heats, 12 trick attempts, top 3 moves are the ones that are going to get the scores. Alex loading up. All right, 2 double. Going for a double back roll, board off. Let's have a look at the replay of that last move. Here's up, off by the rail. Getting both feet back in. Controlling it here on the end. Getting that foil in there. Good landing maneuver. 4.30. Up on the scorecards already. 9-13. All right. Looking like Baptiste here on a transition. Just missing that. Let's get the replay, Mr. Cameraman. As we just missed that last move. Here it comes. All right. These boys are keeping us busy. Back roll, double back roll, board off from the nose, but in the transition, mixing it up, liking what I see. That's going to be another landing maneuver there for Baptiste, and we can see him here on the inside as well. Twirling around, both of these guys are not letting up. Here he is off the top, going for that double front roll grab, and you do not want to be slicing your hand along that full, because those things are sharp. All right, here comes Soto, up and away. Stylish, tweaking it out on that second rotation of the board off. Not landing with a lot of speed, so he's going to get deducted a few points for that one. All right, Baptiste, up and over, going for the boogie loop. Does he pull in the landing? He's coming in. Can he keep it together? No. Going down, unfortunately, on that one, meaning that's going to be a crash for him trying that boogie loop maneuver. We saw it in heat number 1, where we saw Joppe land one of 570, I think was the one that the score that he got. He did have a very clean landing though. So at the moment, Baptiste in second position, going for the front roll, board off, getting the inversion there on that one. Nice maneuver. All right, here we have Soto. Up he goes, kite loop, adding a grab, but unfortunately just grabbing a little bit of the fishes on the way down. That is going to be a crash out for him as we enter the final 3 minutes of this heat. All right, Soto lining it up. At the moment, he has a 12.93. For some reason, Baptiste's scores aren't appearing. We do apologize. He has an 8.40. All right, up and over. Oh, just missing out on the board there. Oh, you do not want to land on top of that foil. All right, he's unhooking. Going up. Whoa! Going for the front mob. Old school style. Alex Soto. Front mob old school. There with the foil. That is brilliant. And I can see the judges are liking what they see because there are some numbers coming up. Let's get the replay of that last move there from Alex Soto, the handle pass. Here he is, up, front mob, inverts it over. Up and around and adds an extra rotation in that as well. Big move out there from Alex Soto, representing Germany coming out of the Dominican Republic. And he has just got a 7.77. So he is in first position. It looks like the scores are frozen, so I will keep informing you guys. And boogie loop going in there for Alex as well, but unfortunately not quite getting the landing here on the final 60 seconds. Baptiste, 8.40, second position. Let's see, he's got the speed. Up he goes. Oh, yeah! Up and over. Stylish there. And you got the claim as well. Reminds me of the days of Gianni Aragno, that one. Getting those feet up and above. Let's get a replay of that last move from Baptiste. That was nice. Here you can see, gets it up and racking it over the top. Great move there from the Dutch athlete in the final closing seconds, putting him to a 9.50. But Alex Soto has done enough. And he's getting the boogie loop at the very end. Is this going to throw an old spanner in the works? We're going to have to wait, as there is one more move to be scored here for Baptiste. Let's see what is going to be scored at. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Oh, just not enough. A 5.73. So making their way through to the next rounds. And in first position is going to be Alex Soto, representing Germany from the Dominican Republic. And there are some of the best moves of that last heat, and what action we have had out there. Making his way through to the next round in first position. We have to say with some big handlebar style with a big front mob, Alex Soto.
Alex, nice to see you here. How are you doing? Great to see you advancing through some amazing maneuvers in that first heat.
Well, I feel very good, actually. I was not that consistent in that heat, but I made it, I guess. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, the wind condition was kind of light, but I still made it. And I'm really grateful to be here as well, and yeah, share this competition, this event with you.
How does it feel to come from a competitive freestyle background for many years and to now be competing back on the world tour doing hydrofoil freestyle?
Well, first of all, it feels amazing. It feels amazing because I'm missing that kind of adrenaline for such a long time, and then I finally got back, and I'm more than happy.
Well, that's awesome. We're super glad to have you here with us. Thank you so much, Alex. Good luck for your next heat. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Gemma. Congratulations, Alex. Yes, well, we now have the APA flag in the sky, meaning that competition is on standby as we have a one heat break, because coming up in the next round, we will have the round number 2, which will be the second. Basically, there's going to be one more spot, so that is the top 2 will make their way through. So round number 2 coming your way in just about 7 minutes, while we can enjoy some of the action here of the Qatar Airways GKA Hydrofoil-Freestyle World Cup in Brazil here at Taiba. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. As coming up next, we will have round number 2, where the top 2 athletes will be advancing into round number 3. And unfortunately, the last athlete will be having a one-way ticket home, as he is going to be packing his bags a little bit earlier than expected. In the water, we are going to have Joppe van der Poel, Ryan Parsons, and Baptiste Wodeloos coming out of the Netherlands. Baptiste doing some very nice, stylish board-offs before. We saw a very good boogie loop out there from Joppe. And Ryan Parsons, some good surfing. So quite a close mix-up heat. We will have to find out, as it is red flag in the sky. All right, so just under 3 minutes until we start the action here of round number 2, heat number 1. We will be making it through all the way to heat number 2 of round number 3, where we will see Pedro Silva, Anthony Rajin, Maxime Dusarps, and Hunter Becker, together with 2 of the athletes that will be making it through from this round as we continue on. So there we can see that yellow flag about to hit the sky, meaning that we will have 1 minute to go. And let's start to get this ready as these 3 riders are ready to rumble. Let's not forget 1 trick per attack. 12 trick attempts. The top 3 moves are the ones that are going to count. And one of the important parts on the Hydrofoil Freestyle is that the landings, if they land on the floor without even touching the board to the water, that gives you extra kudo points from our judges. We've already seen some nice board-off variation maneuvers out there. Alex Soto landing the old-school front move. And now let's see who are going to be the 2 athletes that continue on in this competition. Just under 30 seconds to go. All right, so let's have a look. Here we have Ryan. Toe side double front roll. Landed in the transition. Here we can see Anthony as well. Just starting to get it together. All right, Baptiste. This is Baptiste there, spinning like no tomorrow. These boys are going to keep us on our toes. 3 riders in the water. That is Joppe van der Poel, had a crash on his first maneuver. Here he is coming with speed towards us. Are we going to be seeing a move at the moment? It is Baptiste, who looks like he is going to be moving through into first very shortly. All right, so just getting some information in. This is going to be the last heat of the day as the wind is starting to drop off. So that is going to be it. All right, so Ryan starting to get it together. Let's have a little look. Looks like he's got a lot of support of one of the guys, Alexander Lewis Hughes, out here on the stream, always having something to say. Good to see him getting involved as we continue on. One of the things definitely out there with Ryan, he is landing very nicely on the foil most of the time. And as you can see already in first position so far. And nice surfing style here on the inside of the waves as well. Really good to see how he can release that foil nice and easily. And Baptiste also one of the top guys. Got some nice moves out there, trying to unhook. But going down, not being able to get the rotation he probably wanted. I really like also how this guy surfs the wave. All right, yeah, getting the handle pass, the flat free in there as well. That is going to be scored very nice and well, nice and easy. He has a good style, this guy. Hopefully be able to make his way through to this round. Not having the best heat before, but still different styles, different categories. All of the judging criteria also. One of the things they are going to be doing down here in Brazil is having a riders meeting, as they are starting to see all different angles of the Hydrofoil Freestyle, because also there are strapless Hydrofoil Freestyle riders in here, which is completely different than the strapped on, you know, the likes of Fred Hope. So to see if they all mixes together, if they don't, and there you go. Yeah, riding it off. Sliding that foil out before and landing on it as well. Really like to see him mixing it up out here as we continue on. All right, board off flicks. It's interesting to see. You see, you know, like kind of skate moves that we've seen there from Ryan. You see the board off moves coming back from the old days. Handle pass moves from Alex Soto. These guys really mixing it up. Yeah, stylish there. And let's have a look at the scores out there at the moment. You can see just low in on that front wing. And Ryan, definitely the Aussie out there in first position. And boogie loop there for Baptiste. Can he keep it together? Yes, he does, but the wind is definitely look like it's going. All right, up and over. Going for that front roll with a grab on the foil. But yeah, definitely interesting to see. And like I said before, Brazil, there is going to be quite a big meeting on the Hydrofoil Freestyle to see where the sport is going to be taken, into what direction. Because we're seeing, you know, we are seeing different styles. We see Ryan out here with probably a very laid back, and you can see doing a lot of it, you know, sliding the foil out, landing on those front rails. So kind of like skateboarding. And then we have the board offs that we've seen from the old days. Handle passes, some of the guys starting to mix it up. And we just saw also there from Ryan a flat free. So where are the riders going to be taking this sport? We will soon find out after this event, as this is the one-stop World Championship. And from what I've heard on the calendar for next season, it looks like there's going to be a few more events. So going to be interesting to see what is to come. If you guys want to ask any questions or have any comments, throw them down here on the live stream. We'll be happy to get them asked. And there it is, there it is. That is the buzzer. So Ryan making his way through in first position, and a smile out there on his face. As yet, definitely new moves out there, and judging criteria will be being adapted, I'm pretty sure, as there are riders meetings that are going to be happening to see how to score and where, as we are seeing new things come up on every single event with this new discipline of the Hydrofoil Freestyle. And then we can see the crowd down here on the beach enjoying some of the best action out there on the water. It looks like we are going to be here bright and early tomorrow as we continue on. So on behalf of us, and it has been great having you here involved on the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Josie Ashler, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow for some more Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour action.
Three, two, one.